Hello, my beautiful Saggies. Hello, hello. Welcome in. If you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today, we are going to be doing a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so please take what resonates for you and leave the rest. This is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. My guides like to change it up sometimes. So what we're doing is I've pulled 3 oracle cards from 3 different decks. Excuse me. And then I have 3 different tarot decks, one for each card, and we're going to see what the deeper messages are coming out of the oracle. So for the first deck, I use the Council of Horses oracle because this is the year of the fire horse, so I will be using this deck throughout the year. And this is called Akashkua. Akashkua. I haven't pulled this card yet. I mean, I've only been using this deck for a couple of weeks. Your soul's purpose. Look at that beautiful blue card. The horse is up there in the sky. So the horse is running towards all these pinpoints of light. And you see this kind of spiral shape here. These lights have energy going everywhere. And this horse is galloping through the sky, through the clouds, through the Akashic records probably, to your soul's purpose. I love that. Love it. Okay, your soul's purpose. Nudges and hunches. Synchronicity. Akashic records. Aha. I thought that might have something to do with what they named the card. You have the knowledge to be a creationary force in the world. You, Saggies, have the knowledge to be a creationary force in the world. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. Wow. So, when do you feel those nudges? Now, I know it. I know when I feel it. I know that I am getting nudged further and further away from the job that I do outside my home. Things just keep happening that rub me the wrong way. Let's say go against my morals and my integrity, and I don't like that. So I am being nudged, and I know that I am supposed to be doing my energy work full time. I just haven't gotten to the point where I feel confident enough to step off. But I do feel those nudges. Definitely, for sure, I feel those nudges. Okay. So we are going to be using my Gilded Tarot, my trusty favorite deck, Gilded Tarot Royale, to get a few more messages from this oracle. So current energies, your soul's purpose. Maybe many. Now, there are a lot of Sagittarians that are readers, that are Reiki practitioners, mediums, psychics. I don't know why the sign of Sagittarius has so many of those types of workers in the sign, but maybe you've been getting some nudges, right? Yeah. 8 of Cups, that's an emotional walking away. That would be, I'm a Sagittarius, I guess I should have said. That would be how it would feel. It would be very emotional to just stop working, stop having that guaranteed paycheck, the health insurance that goes along with it, and all those things. It would definitely be emotional. But what is it for you? What is it that you may be blocking yourself? Yeah, more emotion. 9 of Cups. What is it for you, Saggy, that you think may be holding you back from getting into alignment with your soul's purpose, creation and collaboration? Love it. What could be holding you back? So think about that. Think about the synchronicities that happen. When your gut feels a certain way, I try to explain it. It's so hard to explain. I've had people ask me this. How do you know? I can't explain it. It's like, when you get butterflies in your stomach, I can give you some examples. When you have a crush on somebody and they you know you're going to be seeing them, or you're going on a first date, you get butterflies in your stomach. That's what they call it, right? That's like how your intuition feels. You feel a certain way in your stomach. When I got really bad news from a family member, I literally felt like I was kicked in the gut. Your gut is like your inner compass, right? So hard to explain. So the first card out is the Eight of Cups. Eights are mastery and infinity. This person is not upset. He's not fighting. He's not doing anything in particular, except he's turning his back on this emotional situation because he knows that it's time to go. He knows that it has run its course and it's just time to move on, right? So that, if I would say for me, it's about the job that I have outside the home. And I know that it's time. It's going to be this year, I would guess. If I could, I would go now. But financial reasons, I can't. Nine of Cups. Okay, so nines are accomplishment. This person is celebrating everything that he has accomplished. Cups are nurturing, love, emotion. He's put a lot of work and emotion into something. It looks like he's kind of standing at a bar, like he's a barkeep, right? Bartender, you could call, barmaid, whatever, something like that. And he's holding up this one golden cup in celebration of everything that he's done. So I would interpret this, and I interpret this card, it's different depending on what the reading is and what the cards are that are around it. If you're interested in that, I put a whole slew of videos on my TikTok channel, NSEH207. I took 3 different decks and I took each card and I discussed their meaning and how the meaning changes depending on what type of reading or what cards are around them. So in this case, the Nine of Cups doesn't mean what it usually means, but what it means in this is all of the emotion and energy and time that you have put into something. And for me, I would say that's my job. I've been there for over 2 years and I have changed a lot, made a lot of improvements, done a lot. But, I have the knowledge to be a creationary force in the world. I don't want to do it there. I want to do it with my own business, right? Then you have this beautiful, beautiful card, the Three of Pentacles. He is very proud of what he's done, and this follows suit to what we were just talking about. He's very proud of his work and what he's done. Threes are creation and collaboration. So who are you going to move forward with? That would be the question. What are you going to do moving forward? What is keeping you from your soul's purpose, right? Is it you? Are you setting the stumbling blocks? Or is it financial, or what is it? Working towards going there is the best thing that you can do, right? Just keep working towards it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just working towards the goal that I want, putting it in my vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say. Having positive feelings about money being energy, money flowing in and flowing out, and the flow of that. And I'm just continuing to do that until it's the right time for me to step off and move to the next level. Okay, next deck I used is the Dragon Rider's Oracle, because you are a fire sign. And green is my favorite color, and this card gives me absolute goosebumps. It is such a beautiful card. Airmed and Matilda. This is number 8. Eights are mastery and infinity. This is your second 8 of this message. So she's sitting there leaning on her dragon with a beautiful rose bush behind, and she has a beautiful healing green crystal in her hands. It looks like she is an elf, right? She's got the little ears there. I love this card. You are now in need of rest and recuperation. It is only when cradled in the silence of a powerful being that you can achieve self-awareness and follow your soul path with divine clarity. OMG. Soul's purpose, soul's path. Saggies, I'm getting goosebumps all over. This is, wow, this is big. For the Dragon Riders Oracle, I'm using the Red Dragon deck. This is called the Llewellyn deck, but I call it the Red Dragon deck, the Pendragon deck, the King Arthur deck. And I use these same decks for Leo. You're both fire signs. And I've already used the King Arthur spray. I'll just show it to you. So I get these aura sprays from Angelic Celestial Colors, King Arthur, and the Holy Grail, the Return of Camelot. So I used that spray already, so that energy is around. We need a King Arthur Camelot situation over here in the U.S. All right, so now we're going to see some deeper messages, right? So it's only in resting, meditating, reflecting, silence that you can truly connect with your gut, which we were talking about for that. Oh boy. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. That's your second 9 of the reading. 2 8s, 2 9s. 9 of Pentacles is it's generational wealth. It's being comfortable with everything you have. It's sharing, creating, it's abundance. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Oh my gosh, flipping right up. 5 of Cups, that's not crying over spilled milk, right? 5s are change. Cups are emotion. You don't want to be upset when things aren't exactly the way that you want them to be. Okay, that's kind of a message there. All right, so building on needing the number 8 card, you're in need of rest and recuperation. It's only when cradled in the silence of a powerful being, your guides, right, your ancestors that have crossed, that you can achieve the self-awareness to follow your true path, your true destiny. 9 of Pentacles. Now look at her. She is standing out there in the beauty of the beautiful golden light with all of her pentacles, with all of her things. She has her trained falcon. She has beautiful attire. She has pentacles, the geese, and she has somebody here who seems to be taking an account of everything that she has, all of the wealth and things that she's built. Now, this can also be regarding your energy, your knowledge, right? It can be all of those things. He's taking an accounting of what's there. 5 of Cups. Okay, so in the 5s are change, as I said. So you see how he's looking down at the spilled cups when he actually has full cups here. There is a bridge leading over to this home, this dwelling, but he can't see any of that because he's too focused on what he doesn't have. The feeling I'm getting is focusing on what you don't have yet, right? Regarding your soul's purpose, your life path, and all that. Don't lament over where you aren't, but rejoice about where you have come, right? If you just change your outlook and attitude, the gray skies can become beautiful golden skies, right? Then you have the King of Swords. Love this card. Swords are the second fastest suit in the deck. This king knows what he wants to say, knows what he wants to do. He is in full command of his words, right? Of his conversations, of his contracts, of anything like that, right? He is the masculine energy, top of the suit for communication. So you need to communicate into your vortex, into the universe, out to spirit, exactly what it is that you want to form. How do you want your life to be, to look, right? You have to, sometimes we just don't understand that our mindset can definitely affect thoughts become things. It's kind of like that, right? So we need to be very careful about what we're thinking about money and about success, and about our words and what we say. We want to say money grows on trees, right? Money brings me happiness, because money is not evil, right? I mean, in the world that if we lived in a world of bartering, it would be different. This wouldn't make any difference. But we live here on earth now in 2026 where we need money to pay our mortgage, our rent, our groceries, gas up our cars, all those things. It's just a fact right now of the earth we're living in at this moment. So Mastering your words, your thoughts, and your communication to yourself and what you're projecting is really important in order to follow that divine path that you are on, my beautiful Saggies. Okay, and then from the Wisdom of the Oracle, love these cards, by Colette Baron Reed, we have Blessed. Leo got the same card. In fact, Leo got an 11 card from the Dragon Riders and this 22 card from Wisdom of the Oracle. Wow, talk about power. So Blessed, number 22, master number. Beautiful, beautiful number and a beautiful, beautiful card. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. So this is exactly what I was talking about when I'm talking about manifesting, thoughts become things, etc., etc. When we put something out into our vortex, out into the universe, we don't need to worry about how the universe is going to get it to us, right? For instance, I've said for 2026, I'm going to have 30,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm not worried about how that happens. I put that in there and I have thought about it and focused on it. You know, when I think about my channel, I say it. 30,000 subscribers this year. And I just trust that the universe is putting things into place that will make that happen. I don't need to worry about doing it, right? We're human beings, not human doings. All right, I am using a deck that I don't typically use. It is the Spirit Song Tarot. I don't use it a lot because the suits are different. Acorns are wands, feathers are swords, shells are cups, and crystals are pentacles. And sometimes I have a hard time remembering that, but this is the deck they wanted me to use, and I always listen to my guides. So for this Blessed, some opportunity coming out of nowhere, we're going to use this deck and see what the deeper messages are that come through. Oh my goodness, we're already at 17 minutes. I really wanted to keep these short. Knight of Acorns, 10 of Acorns. Yeah, this is Wands. Fast, fiery energy. Fast, fiery energy for you, Saggies, fire sign. Yeah, fiery energy. I love it. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let's take these one at a time. You have two knights. The Knight of Acorns, aka the Knight of Wands, is the fastest moving knight in the deck. He is fiery and passionate about what he wants. This is action and drive, right? So once an opportunity is presented to you, you need to act on it, accept it, go with it, move forward with it, right? We have to have our eyes open and be open to receive in order to get that, okay? And then you have the 10 of Acorns, 10 of Wands. This is a lot of hard work being put in, and I think that's a donkey, right? And you see the sun shining in the background. These cards are really lovely. The artwork is beautiful. That's why I got them, but then I just had a hard time with the suits. Responsibility and dedication. Yeah, so if somebody comes along and offers you some help or gives you a gift of money, of time, of, you know, or if you're a musician, hey, you can use my music studio for free. You know, act on that, right? Don't just sit there and mull it over forever, right? Take the gift as it's given. I don't want, the light is shining on those so you can't see them. And then you have another knight, the Knight of Swords, second fastest knight in the deck. Action and focus. Okay, so that Blessed card, let me read that to you again because I want to. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. So it's not like you worked for it, although the 10 of Wands is in there because you've probably done work up to this point on whatever it is that you're trying to do. Get out of a job, build a website, build a business, buy a new car, buy a home, whatever it is. But something unexpected is going to come, right? There's going to be grace from an unforeseen place. Action and focus. So Knight of Acorns is action and drive. Knight of Feathers is action and focus, right? The 10 of Acorns is all of the dedication and responsibility that you have already put into this. But someone or something is going to happen that is going to come out of the blue. unexpectedly for you, my beautiful Saggies, and you're going to be able to have success, right? So remember your soul's purpose, emotional time of walking away, but creating and collaborating as you move forward. Remember that to get into that silence, to get into that meditation, and then that Nine of Pentacles, that Five of Cups, and that King of Swords, right? Your words, thinking carefully, your thoughts, making sure they're pure, and they are thoughts about success, opportunity, and blessings, right, my beautiful Saggies? And wow, this is a fantastic reading. The energies around you are great right now to get on your path, your soul's purpose, your divine path, and all of that. Tune in to your gut, right? Listen and feel into what's going on. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.